ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. ما بعد. حياكم الله, brothers and sisters. Tonight, inshallah, it will be an open session, QA. Question is about Zakat, and I will not read the details. Okay, but the sister is asking that I was not giving the Zakat because I have some gold. I have some gold from my relatives as a gift at the time of marriage. So what should I do if I did not pay the Zakat? Number one, the amount that she mentioned is more than a nisab. When should I pay the Zakat? If I fulfill the conditions of the Zakat. And one of them, if you have gold, and if you remember we said, the pure gold, it means 24 qirat, 85 grams or more. So this sister has more than 85 grams of gold. And the gold is with her. So she owns this gold and she can use it, but she did not use it. So we tell her, after 1 year, you should pay the Zakat. Now the question, for 2, 3, 4 years, I did not pay the Zakat because of ignorance. Then we tell her, the Zakat is the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Zakat is the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the money. So you should calculate the Zakat from the gold of the 3 previous years. For the 3 previous years, and you give it. She's asking, am I sinful or not? We say, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, رَبَّنَا لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَسِينَا أَوْ أَخْطَأْنَا. Oh Allah, oh Allah, forgive us if we forget or if we do a mistake. So inshallah, Allah will forgive you because you do not know. But from now, you should learn your religion, the basics. You should learn the basics, the 5 pillars of Islam. How to calculate it? Okay, the gold. If it is pure gold, I mean 24 qirat, divide the amount of gold on 40. So, for example, if you have 400 grams of gold, how much the Zakat? You divide it into 40. So it will be how many grams? 400 and down 40. It will be 10 grams. Okay? No need to calculate. No need for calculator. Yes. Okay, so if you have, for example, 400 grams, so we'll tell you, you should give 10 grams. Yes, you should give 10 grams. But this is for the first year. And the second year, the first year, you will not pay Zakat. Why? Because at the beginning of the year, the beginning of marriage, you don't have any, or you receive the gold at the day of marriage. So after you got the gold, you count 1 year, Arabic year, lunar year. So after you finish 1 year, you pay the Zakat. So 10 grams. But for next year, if you have the same amount, 390 grams, so you will divide into 40. So it will be less, little bit less. So this is the way you calculate the Zakat. She asked a common question. Should I also pay for the jewels, which I don't wear on regular basis? Okay, it is one of the common controversial issues in fiqh. But what I believe, the stronger opinion, that you should pay the Zakat. If you have the gold, that you are using it or you are not using it, pay the Zakat. Pay the Zakat. So I hope that I answered the questions of the sister. The second question, they are asking about the inheritance. The father passed away. Allah yarhamah. May Allah have mercy on him. The brother said, I want to sell the property, and we take the money, then we divide the money. Or we keep the money ready until the court gives the ruling, gives the result. As inheritors, it is not allowed for any one of you to use the money of the father. Why? Because now this money belongs to all of the children and the wife. All those people who inherit. So it is not allowed to touch, except if all of you agree. If all of you agree that, wallah, khalas, we want to sell the house. Why? Because you own the house. I mean, as a whole. The whole family who inherit. Not if the brother said, I want to sell. No, you don't have the right. You tell the brother became sad and angry. Became angry, and he's not talking to the sister. This is his mistake. Of course, we should try. Yani, maybe someone can explain to him, this is haram, this is not allowed. We should wait the court until they give us. And the sister said, yani, the court is Islamic court, alhamdulillah. So we tell him, wait. And maybe one sheikh should speak to this brother. The third question, this is from yesterday's lecture. In my country, before any major surgery, they sacrifice a goat or sheep in the name of Allah, intending the surgery should end with khair. Okay, this is not sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Okay, if you want the surgery to end with khair and good, you should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give the cure to your, for example, son, brother. But I slaughter a sheep, a cow, a camel. If they claim, Allah, we want to distribute the meat. Like these people will not accept to buy meat from the jam'iyah, I mean from the shop, and they distribute. But they believe we should slaughter. And this is the problem. This is the problem. So we tell them this is bid'ah and not allowed. طيب. What do you have questions?
No questions until now.
خلاص. So we finished the class.
Brothers and sisters, you can ask questions. No questions.
خلاص. We finished the class early tonight?
Yeah, very early.
تمام. Good. Alhamdulillah.
Yes. I think there is. There is question, Shaykh. One question just now came. There is a organization. One brother actually is asking a question. Brother Nadeem, there is an organization who are preparing food packages for the needy in Kuwait. Can we give our zakat money to such organization? Should I repeat the question?
No. If in this organization they have a branch for the zakah, okay, then, and you trust them, give them the zakah. Yani usually here in Kuwait, and I think all the lajna, okay, they tell you, if you go and you give them the money as charity, they tell you, this money for what? This is for expiation, this is for zakah, this is for Ramadan, feeding the people in Ramadan. Okay, so if they have the options, and one of them the zakah, so you go and you give them money and you tell them, I want this money for the zakah. I want this money for the zakah. Because basically, if I have zakah, so now I want to calculate my zakah. So after I calculate my zakah, then I should give 150 KD as a zakah. So I should take this 150 KD, the money, cash, and I go to the poor person and I give him the money. I should not buy something for him. Okay? My job now is to calculate the zakah from my money. If I know, after calculation, so this 150 KD should go to the poor as cash. Because some people say, I like to buy something for them. 150 KD, I will go and I buy a fridge. I will take the 150 KD to buy some food, to buy some medicine. Don't interfere with their needs. go and give them the money. Then they buy what they need. Because when you give the zakah, khalas, you don't own the zakah. Give them and they own the zakah and they use the zakah. Yes, there is some fatwa when, for example, when we can buy something from the zakah money. Again, the example. Now I want to give zakah. So my money, 150 KD as a zakah. Suppose there are orphans, the age of 2 years old, 3 years old, 6 years old, okay? And of course, for them, very difficult to buy the things. They don't know what do they need. If you give them the money, the cash money, they will go and they buy chocolate and ice cream. So scholars, or some scholars said, in this case, you can buy something for them, of course, something important. Maybe you buy a blanket for them, you buy a fridge, the necessary things. Allah Alam. Yes.
Sheikh, just similar to that, I think people, they have this thing in our mind as well, that this now, because of the coronavirus, if the organization, they don't have any such different categories of zakat, sadaqah, but they are only making packages for the needy for coronavirus, families who are financially affected. So I think they have the question that can we give our zakah to such organization where they're only working for coronavirus?
We should be careful about the zakah. The zakah should go to the people who deserve the zakah. Because as we see now, subhanAllah, today, one man called me and he said, the Lajna gave me the box of food. You know, they put, for example, 10 kilos rice, they put 10 pieces of chicken. The Lajna gave him. He refused. He said, sorry, I don't need. Because I am employee in the government and alhamdulillah, I have enough. So, the Lajna distributing money, the food for people. And usually they don't check, or not usually, sometimes they don't check if he's poor that he needs the zakat or not. So about the issue of zakat, we should be sure about that. If I'm giving my money to someone, I should be sure that they are giving the money, conveying the money to the needy people. And the same thing, okay, because Ramadan is coming, inshallah, after 2 weeks, people give money to the Lajna, or sometimes not the Lajna, to the restaurant. And they say, I want this money to prepare, for example, every day 10 meals of iftar for breakfast. Okay, don't give from the zakah. Why? Because usually they, if you remember, they put the food in the masjid. And in the masjid, who comes to the masjid? We are not sure that all of them poor. We are not sure that all of them poor. So the zakah, we should be careful to give those people who deserve the zakah.
Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, there is one sister, Yasmin, she's asking, what is the procedure of aqiqs? I don't know if she means aqiqah or I don't know, maybe she can write it again. I'll move on to the next question from Sister Ruth. If unemployed, what should we give instead for the zakat? If a person is unemployed, what should we give instead?
If I'm not employee, what should I give?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of money.
Okay. The issue is with zakah is with money. I'm employee, I'm not employee, I'm working, I'm not working, I'm old, I'm young. Okay? I should give the zakah if I have the money more than the nisab, which equals to 85 grams for 1 Arabic year, lunar year. Then I have to give the zakah. For example, suppose that I am working and my wife is not working and she's sitting at home and she has money. Suppose that she has 2,000 KD. She's not working. Should she pay the zakah? Yes, she has to pay the zakah because she has money. Well, if she said, well, but I'm not working. Okay, you are not working, but you have money. You have money. The zakah is related with the money. It is not related that you are working or not. Okay?
Okay, Jazakallah khair. The next question is zakat given on land that is not used as well?
I think we mentioned this before. The opinion of Shaykh al-Albani, Shawkani, rahimahullah, it is strong in that if you have a land, okay, you are not using this land, you are waiting for a good price, then you should not pay zakah. You should not pay zakah. Okay.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. The next question from Sister Yasmin. She's saying, what is the difference between al-wazi and al-madi and al-mani?
Okay, this is related in fiqh. This is in fiqh, the chapter of purity. The types of liquids from the man. Okay, and also women, but this is more common in men. Okay, there is something called madi, there is something called mani, there is something called wadi. And al-bawl, urine, everyone knows urine. Urine is najis. It is not pure. It is filth, najasa. Okay, and after urinating, the one should clean himself by the tissues 3 times or by the water, and he should make wudu. This is urine. Wadi is the same like urine. It is also najis, and you have to make wudu. You have to clean it, and you have to make wudu. And the scholars say wadi, it is a liquid, not transparent like the urine, but it is turbid. And it comes out from the man usually in the very cold weather, or if he carried something very heavy. I'm carrying something at home or outside, very heavy, then this liquid comes out from the man. Al-madi is something comes out from the man. For example, if he hugs his wife, kissing the wife, not the sexual intercourse. So this is the beginning. Okay, like introduction of many. And this is najis, and you have the man has to wash his private parts, and also he has to make the wudu if he's going to pray. But if you remember, we said al-madi is considered as najasa mukhaffafa. You should not wash it like the urine, but less than urine. I mean, if there is something on your clothes, we spray the water, sprinkle the water on the place, on the underwear. Al-mani, this is the semen, which comes usually from intercourse or for the wet dreams. The person has to make ghusl. The person has to make ghusl after the semination, al-mani.
Jazakallah khair. The next question is, can we give riba money to Muslims who are poor?
Yes, we can give them, but of course this is not a zakah. For example, if a person has a riba, because his money in the riba bank, so I take this riba money and I give it to people, and I consider this as my zakah? No, of course. You should not consider this the haram money as zakah. But the person has a riba. The bank told you, yalla, take, this is your money. If you are in a non-Muslim country and you don't have any other option, so you can take this money and you give it for example, for Lajna, to build a hospital for the poor people, for the Muslims, okay, or to buy a school for them, like that. But of course, we should not buy Quran, the Islamic books, or building a masjid by the riba money.
Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, one similar question people they have with regards to riba money, they ask if we give the riba money, will it be counted as a sadaqah, as a charity, or no?
No. It is not charity. Charity only from the halal money. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Inna Allah tayyib wa la yaqbal illa tayyib." Allah is pure and He will not accept except the pure. Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Jazakallah khair. The next question is from a sister. She said, zakat should be given only as a money, or even the Russian, the food, I think the food package is equal to the amount of zakat. Is it only the money or something other than that as well?
It can be. For example, if I have cows, okay, and I have, for example, 100 cows, 200. So the zakah should be from the cows themselves. I have sheep. The zakah should be from sheep. I have camels. The zakah can be sheep or camel. So it can be different than money. It depends. What kinds of items do you have? If you have dates, for example, I have palm trees, 1,000 palm trees. So the zakah should be from the palm trees.
Okay, but the ration which they collect for the poor people, like they're doing now for the coronavirus, that they have the rice and flour and all. Can they give this equal to the amount of zakat? No, right?
I mentioned basically we should not buy from the zakah money items for the poor people. We give them the zakah. We give them the zakah. But as I said, some scholars said in some situation that the poor people cannot deal with the money. It is difficult for them. So in this case, yes, the people can buy from the money. The lajna can buy the money from the zakah money, the items for poor people. Yeah, like this situation now. In some lajna they have fatwa. Why? Because now it is difficult and risky. If people go to the jam'iyya, go for shopping, okay, it is risky. So khalas, now the lajna, they use the zakah money to buy some food and they distribute it to the poor families.
Jazakallah khair. The next question from a sister, she's asking, when we give the zakat, should we tell them that we are giving this as a zakat? That we are giving the zakat money to someone whom we are giving the money?
والله أعلم, I don't know anything in the Quran or Sunnah, but we should consider the person. If the person doesn't want to take the zakah, then tell him, because he doesn't like to take the zakah. Okay, but usually people, okay, no need to tell them and to make them feel bad. Take, this is zakah. Okay, why he's coming to the lajna? For the zakah. So if the person you feel that the person doesn't want to take the zakah, make sure and tell him this is zakah.
I hope it is clear. The next question is, a brother is asking, is there any dua which you can recommend from the sunnah to do in these days, like in this situation of coronavirus, before Ramadan starts, so the masjids can open up again? Is there any specific dua for that?
I don't know any specific dua.
The next question is, what can I do for Taraweeh at home when I don't have perfect tajweed? Can I listen to the recitation online and follow along whilst reading?
Maybe your son can lead the salah. If you have son, your son can lead the salah. Or if your brother with you, he can lead the salah. If your tajweed is not good, no problem, read. Read what you can read. You should not be like Sudais, like Shuraim. Read. Even if your recitation is not nice, your tajweed is bad, okay, read. I am not memorizing. You can repeat the same surah. You can repeat Qul Huwallahu Ahad 10 times, 20 times. You can repeat. Or you can open the Mus'haf. I can open the Mus'haf and I read from the Mus'haf. Or for example, maybe you are holding your mobile. But when you are reading from your mobile, put the fly mode.
The next question, I think this sister, she asked the very first question, that if a person is unemployed, can they give the zakat? And you replied on that, but she's clearing her question. She's saying, if the person he is unemployed and he or she does not have money at all, so instead of zakat, should they do some extra service? Like, can they give the person like services of helping the community, or helping the poors, or like cooking them, cleaning for them, the poors, instead of zakat, like if they don't have any money as well and they're unemployed?
She means this person wants to help.
Yeah, I think because he is unable to give the zakat, So can he give some volunteering services to the poor
Of course,
people
this is nice.
instead?
This is nice. Of course, this is nice, yani, and this is one of our duties as Muslims. If I can do something for the community, I should do. For example, nowadays, okay, I'm not employee, but I am experienced in cooking. So maybe I can teach some people how to cook, because now many people need to know how to cook. Because now restaurants are closed and people sitting at home. For many of them, they don't know how to cook. So maybe this person can teach people how to cook. But the point, we consider this as a zakah. Of course, it's not the zakah as ruling, but no doubt this is something good. It is considered as sadaqah, inshallah.
Inshallah, and but this does not have anything to do with the zakat. It will be as a charity, as a sadaqah, right?
Yes, as charity. No, the zakah, there are certain things for the zakah: gold, silver, cattle, farms. These are the things for the zakah.
Jazakallah khair. The next question from a brother, he's asking, what is the way to pray Witr? This is one question, and he's having two more questions related to Witr. He's saying, what happens if we forget to read dua Qanut in the Witr Salah? This is the second question. And the third is again related to Witr. If I pray Witr before sleeping, can I pray Tahajjud if I get up early for Fajr?
Witr Salah, Witr means يعني one, or the odd number, 1, 3, 5. So this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Of course, this is compulsory for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but it is sunnah for us, recommended. It is not wajib. Okay, according to the madhab of majority of scholars. In the madhab Abu Hanifa, it is compulsory, but majority of scholars, and this is stronger, it is recommended, highly recommended. What is the way? The way, for example, after I finish Isha Salah, I can pray 1 rak'ah. This is Witr? Yes, this is Witr. This is Qiyamul Layl? Yes, this is Qiyamul Layl. Or I can pray 3. I can pray 5, 11, 13. This is considered as Witr and also as Qiyamul Layl. What about Dua al-Qunut? The sunnah is not to keep Dua al-Qunut every day. Okay? Do it and don't do it. Do it sometimes. Not every night to do qunut. And subhanAllah, some imam in the masjid, they don't do qunut. Why? Because they want to teach people that it is not sunnah always. Okay, so you can leave it sometimes. And this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the dua. I prayed the Witr. Then I went to bed. I wake up before Fajr. Can I pray? Yes, you can pray. Of course, it is ahsan, it's better to keep Witr at the end. The Prophet ﷺ said, اجعلوا آخر صلاتكم من الليل وترا. The Witr should be at the end. But this is not wajib. Why? Because we have a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ prayed 2 rak'ah after Witr. Many people don't know this hadith. The Prophet ﷺ prayed 2 rak'ah after Witr, and he recited إِذَا زُلْزِلَتْ الْأَرْض in the first rak'ah, and the second rak'ah قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. As I remember this. So, because of this hadith, scholars said it is not wajib to keep the Witr at the end, but this is sunnah. So, now I wake up and I prayed Witr before sleeping. So, can I pray Qiyam Layl? Can I pray Tahajjud? Yes, you can pray, but don't pray Witr again. Witr should be once a night. Okay, some people say if you pray, for example, with the Imam, you pray Witr, then you went home to pray more. So they say, I start with praying 1, then I pray Tahajjud, then I end with 1. So how many times did he pray Witr? 3 times. No, this is not a stronger opinion. Yes, some scholars said that. They call it naqd al-Witr. To nullify al-Witr. It means to nullify the first Witr. Okay, but this is not Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Witr should be only 1 time. Wallahu alam.
Jazakallah khair. The next question is, I live on the west. That is my money haram for charity? I think like I live on the west. Maybe the government in the west, they are supporting them, or they are paying for them. I don't know. It's not very clear. That's what I can understand from this question. I live on the west. Is my money haram for charity?
I don't know.
Maybe you can
I do
move
not
on.
understand.
What are Yes, maybe he or she can write again. The next question from a sister: what are the conditions for ghusl?
الغسل يعني intention and to cover the whole body with water, to make sure that the water covers the whole body. Then your ghusl is enough. This is the minimum. Okay, so I يعني, for example, if I intention the ghusl, then I went inside the sea. This is enough. Okay, but to do it in the perfect way, you do wudu. Of course, you say Bismillah. You do wudu. Then you start with your head 3 times. You pour the water. Then your right side, left side, like that, as we explained this in details.
Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, when it's come to ghusl, many people they have this question that one part is that we should say Bismillah. So can we say the Bismillah in the toilet?
Yes, you can say Bismillah in the toilet.
Jazakallah khair. Next question is from a brother. Can we give zakat to a family to pay children's school fees, just for the school fees for them?
If we consider this person is poor, then we can give him zakat. Then if they want to pay for the fees, they want to buy food, they want to buy medicine, it's up to them. But can we consider them as poor people or not? This is the issue. If you consider them as poor, give them zakat. He's saying family, huh?
Family, yes.
Okay, but also we should avoid giving zakat to the parents. Okay.
No, not like not their own family. It's different, someone else.
Okay. So if you consider them as poor people, give them zakat.
I know of a similar situation. The family is poor, but the husband, he works and he does not give money for the school fees to the children. But the husband, he does work. And the husband, whatever he works, he spend on the haram things, and he don't want to pay for the fees. So can we give zakat to such family, maybe to the mother?
This is a different issue. This is a different issue. Yani if the wife can go to number one, if the wife can take money from the husband, okay, then we'll tell the wife, take money from your husband, even if he doesn't know. If he will not create a bigger problem, as the Prophet ﷺ said, يا رسول الله إن زوجي رجل مسيك. A wife came to the Prophet ﷺ, a woman came to the Prophet ﷺ asking him, oh Rasulullah, my husband مسيك. It means he's very يعني, do you know what's مسيك? يعني he's grasping the money, stingy. شحيح. The Prophet ﷺ said, خذوا من ماله ما يكفيك ولدك بالمعروف. The Prophet ﷺ said, take from his money what is enough for you and your children. بالمعروف. يعني what is reasonable. So we tell this wife, يعني if you can't take from the money of your husband, then go and take. There is no problem. If she cannot do this, she can go to the court. If this is possible in her country, because this is one of the rights. But there are more details. Maybe the husband doesn't want to pay because the children in a school, the fees are very high, or a private school, and they have the option of government school. So generally speaking, if the person, you believe this person is poor, we give him the money. But sometimes there is a social problem, and you can solve it. So don't go to the second option without trying the first option. I mean, we should try to solve this problem before giving them the zakah. Yani, I mean, please, brothers and sisters, don't make it very easy, the issue of zakah. Okay?
Jazakallah khair. The next question from my brother, he's asking, I have my bank account with NBK, National Bank of Kuwait. Am I sinning?
يعني try to avoid the names of the banks. Okay? The answer will be general. Keeping the money in a riba bank, basically this is haram. Why? We are helping them. And some people taking from the riba. I know. Some people say, no, I'm not taking from the riba. Immediately I take the riba and I throw it to any place or any person, not as a zakah, not as a charity. But basically, keeping the money with the riba bank, whatever the bank, in Kuwait or outside Kuwait, this is haram, not allowed. This is haram, not allowed. وَلِلضَّرُورَةِ أَحْكَامُهَا. But sometimes there is necessity. Okay? If there is necessity, there is a real necessity, ضرورة, okay, it should be بقدرها. We should minimize the riba as much as we can. يعني for example, if you are working in a company and they force you to open an account in a riba bank, you don't have any other option, then خلاص, they will be the sinners. And you take your money and transfer your money to an Islamic bank. Don't give the chance for this riba bank to benefit from your money. فاتقوا الله ما استطعتم. والله أعلم.
Jazakallah khair. The next question, this zakat money should be given to only one person, or they can divide it and give among 4 to 5 people?
It can be for one person, it can be for more than one person.
Okay, the next question from my brother. Is the chicken and the meat in general allowed to be consumed in the West apart from pork? People say it's allowed as long as you don't eat pork, and I disagree with that. I think zibaha, he's asking about the zibaha.
Allah it depends on the country. Allah because not يعني in Islam, what is the ruling in Islam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made halal for us the meat of the people of the book. It means the Christians and Jews. The cow, the sheep, the camels. And now not all the countries are Christians or Jews. So I cannot say we are outside, we can eat except the pork or dog. No, we cannot. Because I noticed some people, okay, you take fatwa from some shaykh that it is allowed to eat the meat of the meat of camels, the meat of cows, the meat of sheep or goat. Yes, this is allowed. It is a Christian country. But if you go to a country which is not Christian, then this is not allowed. They go and they ask, pork or not? Habibi, the issue now is not with pork or not. They are not Muslims, and also they are not Christians, they are not Jews. Okay?
Jazakallah khair. The next, I think with regards to zibaha, people don't have the basic knowledge as well. Many people I know. And I think for that, even you all can refer back to Shaykh Ahmed AlRumh's channel on YouTube as well. I think Umar George is running this channel, and I'm sure you'll find the answer to these all questions as well. They are in detail. The next question, what is the procedure of Aqiqah?
Aqiqah, as I mentioned in the halqa before yesterday, this is, as according to the major scholars, this is sunnah. If you have a boy, you give 2 sheep. If you have a girl, new baby girl, 1 sheep. You do it in the 7th day. What do I mean by the 7th day? For example, the new baby came Saturday, so you slaughter the coming Friday, because Friday is the 7th day. You slaughter 1 sheep for the boy, 1 for the girl, 2 sheep for the boy. This is the ruling of Aqiqah. And what is the age of the Aqiqah? It is like the Udhiyah, like the Hadi, for the goal, for some, for some of them, the age should be 6 months, I mean, of the goat, or of the sheep, 1 year. They have rules. يعني I'm not experienced with the rules, but people there, they know. If you go to the people who sell the sheep, goats, they know what is the age of the sheep, what is the age of the goat, what is the age of the cow, what is the age of camel. They know the rules. But for the aqiqah, sheep, inshallah. And يعني the meat, you can keep the meat for you. You can distribute it as charity. You can distribute it as gift. You can invite your friends. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I don't think that I should divide the meat into three parts. This is يعني والله أعلم, there is no sunnah. There is no sunnah from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some scholars said we don't like to break the bones of the aqiqah. After we slaughter the sheep, we don't like to break the bones. This came from some of the companions. This came from some of the companions. They don't like to cut the bones of the aqiqah. But it's not sunnah from the Prophet, from some scholars, companions.
Okay. The next question, if we are giving zakat late, then what should we do? That's it.
يعني of course يعني we should give zakah on time. Why it is late? Okay. يعني if someone forgot or something, يعني ربنا لا تؤاخذنا نسينا أخطأنا. طيب. But if it is intentionally, I delay the zakat, then this is haram. This is haram. The person should seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa
ta'ala. Next question, when we give Muslims the riba money, should we tell them?
No need to tell him. يعني. No need to tell him. I go and I tell him this is riba. Why? And also يعني the scholar or some scholars said they prefer when they know I know this is a riba money. Okay? They say because riba money is something very low, it is not earned through halal way. We give it for something also low, like the toilets, like the slippers for the toilets, not for the building a school. Some scholars said like that. Okay? But the other scholars said we don't have proof that we should keep it only for the toilets. But maybe if you give it to the lajna, maybe they can use it for building something for the Muslims, especially in the non-Muslim countries, to buy maybe a land for a school or a hospital, medicine. But again, no need to tell him. Okay.
The next question, can I pray with a 2 rakah in Isha and 1 in Tahajjud? 2 with the Isha and 1 in Tahajjud. I think they want to break the Witr in 2 parts.
I do not understand that question.
They're saying that can we pray 2 rakah of Witr, which does not happen actually, and then because if they want to pray 3 rakah of Witr, so they pray 2 rakah with the Isha and 1 rakah with the Tahajjud after they finish the Nafil and Tahajjud.
Do you mean they want to pray 2 rak'ah Sunnah after Isha?
No.
Then they pray 1 rak'ah?
No, they want to pray
Witr cannot
2
be
rak'ah.
2. Witr cannot be 2 rak'ah.
Yes.
Witr is an odd number. Witr cannot be 2 rak'ah.
Next question.
Yeah.
Brother Nadeem, if one has 83 gram worth of gold or its equivalent in cash, then zakah is compulsory on me, irrespective if I am employed or not, correct? But if the gold or money I have does not fulfill the condition.
83 grams?
83 gram worth of gold or equivalent in cash.
83 grams is not the amount of zakah. Amount of zakah, 85 grams.
Yes.
Okay.
This is what they are asking. Yes.
But for example, if he has 83 grams of gold and also he has some cash money, I should join them.
The next question, they have cleared the question with regards to the taking money from the West. I live in England and I have money from government. Can I give money as zakah? Is it halal?
The zakah, number one, the zakah is related to what do you own? I own 1,000 dinar, 2,000 dinar, 2,000 pounds. Okay, do you own this money or not? Yes, I own. So we see the conditions. This is basically okay. About your money, you are in a non-Muslim country or you are a Muslim country. Do you believe this money is halal for you or not? If this is your money and this is halal for you, you should give the zakah. But for example, they gave you money from someone else. This is not your money and you don't own this money. Okay, then I cannot give this zakah as zakah because I don't own it. Yeah, and for example, if they took a car from someone and they gave you this car, okay, you don't own this car. You should give this car back to the person. Okay, so Allah, I don't know what kind of money they are giving you. Maybe the government is giving the people who are sitting at home without a job because of a disease. Okay, khalas. This is the rule of the country. They are helping the people who are sick. Okay, then this is okay. You can use this money, and if you have some money for 1 year more than the nisab, then you give the zakah. Because what I know, in some countries, they help the sick people, and they give them like as a salary every month or every 2 weeks. Wallahu a'lam.
The next question from a sister. She's asking, what are the guidelines concerning with zakat, where a poor family is asking for zakah, but it is known in the community that the money will be spent in the haram way?
She means the poor family?
Yeah, I think she's asking that if what are the guidelines for concerning with zakat? Like if there is a poor family, they want to give the zakat, but in the community it's known that the family will spend on haram thing. Still, like we have to give the zakat to them. What does the guideline of zakat says on that?
Basically, my job, if I have a money, then I have to give the zakah. It is not my issue to think what this family will do with the money, because many times people think that this family will use the money in the haram way. Okay, if they are poor and if they don't have money for the food, from where can they eat? Of course, if you give them the money, they will use it for the food. They will use some of it for cigarettes or to buy internet cards, and they see the music in the movies. This is their issue. This is between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I should not go inside every family. Okay, but as I mentioned before, maybe twice, if I know there is a person who don't know how to use the money, like the kids, orphans, and also if there is a person, you give him the money, he will buy drugs, and he will waste the money. Then we buy food for them. We buy the food for them.
The next question, I think the brother he want to ask on the rules on the monthly salary. He's saying that he's having money, 10,000 real from 1 year. He was having that from 1 year, and every month it's increasing by 3,000 real. So today he's having 46 real altogether, including that the 10,000 from the 1 year and adding these monthly as well. So the zakat will be based on 46,000 real as a total, or only on the 10,000 real which he was having at that time.
In Islam, we don't have anything called zakat ratib, the zakah of the salary. We don't have anything in Islam like that. But I know this is a very common question. People asking the shuyukh, the scholars, what is the ruling of zakat al-ratib? What is the ruling of the zakat of my salary? We don't have anything called zakat of the salary. Zakat is related to the money that you earn after 1 lunar year. Okay, now the common question, why? Because many people, they try to save every month 100 KD, for example, or 200 KD. So they are asking, for example, my zakah in Ramadan. Okay, but I saved some money from last month. So should I add it in the zakah or not? You should not add it in the zakah. Why? Because the zakah should be after 1 year. But what do the scholars say? They say, to make it easy, pay everything in Ramadan. To make it easy, do everything in Ramadan. Yani, for example, I have 2000 KD, and every month I am saving 100 KD. So for next Sha'ban, we are now in month of Sha'ban. So for next Sha'ban, I should pay the zakah of the 2000 KD. But in Ramadan, I added 100 KD. In Shawwal, I added another. So sorry. So what about the 100 KD every month? I will tell you, next Sha'ban, you will have 2000 KD, you'll have 3000 KD. So I will tell you, I recommend you pay the zakah of the 3000 KD. Then you ask, is it compulsory? No, it is not compulsory. Why? Because the zakah compulsory after 1 year. But I am telling you to pay in advance to make it easy. Okay, if someone said, no, I don't want to pay in advance, then I will tell you, next Sha'ban, you pay the zakah of the 2000 KD, which equals to 50 KD. Then every month you pay 2.5 KD. Why? Because the zakah of 100 KD is 2.5 KD.
Jazakallah khair, Shaykh, for clearing this point, because many people, they think that zakat is only compulsory in Ramadan. They cannot pay in any other month. They think it's only for Ramadan and they have to pay it in Ramadan. Jazakallah khair. The next question is, can a missed Ratiba prayer be made up at any time of the day? Missed Ratiba prayer.
Wallahi, yani the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ missed the Ratiba before Dhuhr, and he did it after Asr. The Prophet ﷺ missed the Ratiba before Dhuhr, and he did it after Asr. But can we do it any time of the day? Allahu Alam. But also, yani, who can make up the Ratiba? Who can make qada of Ratiba? If you used to do the Ratiba, yeah, the Prophet ﷺ used to pray the Ratiba, but that day he was busy. So that's why he made it after the Asr. But for example, if there is a person who is lazy, and he said, I do not pray the Ratiba of Maghrib, I want to pray Ratib Maghrib now. I said, no, don't pray Ratib Maghrib now, because this is not your habit. I think, brothers and sisters, the Instagram will stop because we finished 1 hour. So do you like to extend 10 minutes?
I think yes, we can, but there are some questions here.
You will miss them?
Maybe you can wait for 2 minutes. I can quickly write them so we don't miss anything.
Okay. Give me one.
Can we consider a person who does not have any asset of amount of nisab as illegal to receive zakat?
So, again?
Any assets. Can we consider a person who does not have any assets for amount of nisab as eligible to receive zakat?
He doesn't have nisab, so he wants to take zakat?
Yes. Can we give to such person?
Not necessary. The zakah will be يعني, if the person deserves zakah, because sometimes okay, I don't have nisab, okay, but alhamdulillah, I have my salary and I'm paying everything, but my salary finishes at the end of the month. So it doesn't mean that I don't have nisab, I can't receive zakah. And now, for example, in Kuwait, all of us, sorry, not all of us, but many Kuwaitis, they have salaries, but they are not saving anything. And at the same time, we cannot say they deserve the zakat. Okay?
I'll give you another question. It's about the newborn baby. They're asking when we cut the hair for the newborn baby, should we
Boy
give some
only.
gold or silver, same weight of the boy hair or the baby
Yes.
hair?
Silver.
Silver.
Yes.
Another question related to akika. I think you have answered that already. It's, can we slaughter cow, goat, or camel instead of sheep?
The sunnah of aqiqah of the Prophet ﷺ, as he said, shatan, sheep. But is it